Okie dokie, let's go jump some rank games with a random character and see what we're gonna get today. And it looks like we are playing the Pyromancer, starting off with a fire pit, and that is a hammer starting off. You wanna grab it? It's been a long time since we went for hammer dagger action on the Pyromancer. And we could take the twine badge and potentially go for some awesomeness with this too. Since this is gonna be on sale, I kinda wanna take it too. And instead of blueberries, I'm gonna sell it to go ahead and grab ourselves a garlic starting off. This is going to be round 1. We should be able to deal some big damage. The twine badge literally does nothing for us right now. But with our banana, we should be able to get our stamina back. And with our garlic, we do get a little bit of block. And we got 2 massive hits off. There's 1 more smack, and not bad. We could use one of their daggers though. And we do get a twine off the rip. You do want to be taking more storage also with the garlic too. And the flame as well. If you want to go for second banana. You know what? That would be fantastic too. If we want to make more use of our fire pit, we kind of need it in this spot. Genuinely so. Making use of our fire pit so we get more max life, then our twine could potentially stack up more max life for us. I think it is going to be kind of nice. But can we take out this Pyromancer? They're going to be going for that burning blade. They also got the torch as well. It's going to be a decent bit of damage. As long as we stun them and get our bananas going, we should have infinite stamina, so our hammers should be able to go constantly. Unless we get ourselves a big old miss, just like that. But we're starting to get as much max life as our opponents, and honestly, hell yeah. We do manage to smash out. And we could try to go for the most insane hammer, speedy hammer with uniquely unique. I'm going to take it for now. But this could be huge misplay. But let's take the fanny back down as well. Another shiny shell, let's go ahead and grab way more storage. And let's speed up at least one of our garlics too. Yeah, so we're going to be speeding up our hammer to an insane amounts, and yeah, this could be kind of dicey. Definitely could be kind of dicey because this is going to have crazy stamina. And that's a lot of blind on us, decreasing our accuracy down by an insane amount too. So we are going to be missing by quite a bit. Potentially. We also got an insane amount of damage reduction. Because of both of No Risk Please, which is our sands. But we're slowly getting through. We're stunning them a little bit. And we are using up an insane amount of stamina. So if we got ourselves a spicy banana, that would have been nice too. But we're still actually smashing through. Not bad. Kinda didn't expect to win that. Now, we could go for Cthulhu type play. With unique, going for heat stacking. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking this fella. This guy is gonna be nuts for us. Beating up all our food items. More than anything. And we might have to actually leave it like so. Taking out one of our bananas instead. Now maybe we move this fella over instead of our garlics. And have him just target our banana instead. I'm still gonna roll though. And what I do want to find is a bunch of chili peppers and have this guy going extremely fast for us. But again, this is going to be using up a lot of stamina. You're going to be triggering every 2 seconds, get our stamina back. So we should be able to keep our stamina up. Even though we did lose a banana because it goes from 5 seconds to every 2 seconds to get our stamina. I mean, you say that and we get out of stamina proc. So maybe speeding up our Cthulhu might be better for us. Because it does deal 10 damage and heal for 10 as well. Which is no joke. But opponent does have insane regen. With the heavy drinking, they're also going to be flicking that little bit of poison too. But we're kind of neck and neck actually. It's going to come down to whoever the fatigue can chip down. If they get that more regen, a little bit more poison on us, it could be super problematic. That's 20 regen on our 2 opponents. And unfortunately, all this regen, he's definitely going to outpace us. Not ideal. Now that's a stable recon bob later. Yeah, we're going to be taking it. Let's grab way more storage. I do want to keep her Cthulhu, but I want to literally offer up everything else. Even our twine badge. Bananas, 31 golds. Do we get rid of our twine or do we keep it? Yeah, let's offer 32 gold. Let's just go crazy with it. Definitely going to get rid of our twine badge. We want to be looking for different uniques. We're getting rid of every single one of our food items. We're getting rid of our super speedy hammer. What I did, move a uniquely unique on our Cthulhu. We should be able to get our stamina back constantly. And not use up too much stamina with a hammer. This way it's much better. We're never stamina procking. Yeah, the way we had it before was just, honestly, it was a bit of a troll. But at least with our stable recombobulator, we're going to be stacking up some buffs for us, stacking up heats, a little bit of chippy damage with spikes, some power, which increase our weapon damage. But our opponent is keeping up with us. They got lots of heals. They're going to be going turbo speeding. We got crazy power, but we do manage to win out. Hell yeah! And we're going to see what sort of craziness we're going to get from this. Can I take it back? That was not too great. But the piggy bank riches is going to be phenomenal. The problem is we do need a weapon, so we will be taking the spear. We're going to be offering up all this. Now this is going to be hugely problematic for us, but combined with the Scripture of Light, kind of offsets it a little bit. We're going to be getting rid of the flute as well. Anything else we can get rid of? The regen maybe. We definitely want to add this in because that's going to give us more max life. Now we could sell a flame. Actually sell 2 flames and go ahead and take this. Amulet of Wells. Honestly, it's kind of nice actually, because it triggers our guy a little bit. But I'm going to let it go once again. Come on, this gamble should be much better, hopefully. But I'm still holding on to this Cthulhu to try and help us out quite a bit. Or at least try to potentially have a chance to win this next round. But can we keep up? We are going to be stacking up some regen with a Scripture of Light. Because every bit of mana we're going to get with Encyclopedia of Darkness, we're going to be transferring into regen. Which could potentially help us win out. Because there's going to be a lot of heals too. And you know what? Cthulhu putting in a lot of work for us. Wither Spear, and hell yeah. Not bad. Now come on, Gamble, give us something amazing. Okay, maybe not too bad. Helmet, great. Armored Wisdom Pup, genuinely okay as well. Now, we're taking Chili Pepper. We're taking Chili Pepper and we're never, ever offering that up. Because we want this Crusader Cthulhu as much as possible. So we can get this guy going extremely fast. Helmet I do want to keep also. Wisdom Pup could potentially go along with our Frozen Buckler. We could go Cryomancer if we wanted to. This could potentially go as well. I kind of want to keep the Blueberries down as well, but I don't necessarily really want near Cthulhu. And we could grab the Goobert for even more heals. Or we could offer it up being on sale and all. Let's take the Gooberts. Now we could potentially craft up a Chili Goobert as well. Maybe. No, I am going to craft up Chili Gooberts. I'm still going to roll though. And all I really do want to find is more Chili Peppers. Let's take the flame, let's roll again. Let's get going. Now, we do not want to offer up a Chili Pepper or a set of Blueberries. Everything else can go. But the Gooberts, crafting up Chili Goobert to get our heat stacked up even more, but this guy is going to be going fast. Activate our Chili Pepper, stacking up our heat just a little bit. And that's all we really do want. Now, this Dagger Rank is going to be stealing our bows, which is not ideal. But I'm hoping that it just takes our mana, because mana is useless to opponents, it's also useless to us. But if it takes our heat, they're going to be speeding themselves up. If we manage to get in power with the Stable Rig and Bob later, we're going to be powering up their DPS. But it's going to be a long fight, because we don't have a whole lot of damage. Our Doggo is scaling up in block as well, which is kind of nice. So the Doggo's genuinely not bad. 21 block every 2.4 seconds. Yeah, it's not bad actually. It also cleanses cold too. We're starting to get a heat stacked up. It does take us 30 seconds to get 30 heat, which is way too long, and we barely survive. What are we going to get from this? Okay, straight up Bloodthorne with Claws Attack. I mean, I wouldn't mind grabbing Burn Banner right now, especially with that Bloodthorne. However, I kind of want to go Friendly Fire and go Infinite Heat Stacking. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Time Blade later, I'm going to take in a heartbeat too. So I do want to take this fanny pack and speed up our guy just a little bit more too. Put in all these green gemstones so we can get a bunch of regions stacked up for ourselves. The only thing is we're going to be stacking up mana with our Cthulhu, which is not ideal, but it will give us some mana for Friendly Fire. But I also want to be getting rid of a Claws Attack. But Time Dilator on our Chili Goobert is going to be insane, by the way. And I'm going to be getting rid of a Claws Attack with a Lump Coal. Now this is targeting our Chipped Ruby because it is extremely slow, but after that, once it does trigger, it's going to be targeting our set of Blueberries. So this is going to be going faster and faster. Get their mana stacked up, so this guy can go even faster and just get everything going at crazy speed. But we are going to be running out of stamina eventually, because with the Bloodthorne, with the Claws Attack, yeah, it's just going to be way too much stamina. And can we win this one out? It's looking super close for us, and we just barely fall short. Wait, what do we get? Another Goobert's Lucky Pig also. Not what I was really looking for. But I do want to take another fanny pack. Take this as well. We could go for a Mana Orb, but I do kind of want to take out a Piggy Bank of Riches. And I genuinely want to find ourselves another Chili Pepper. Second Bloodthorne could be kind of awesome. We keep rolling. Regen starting off would be fantastic, and we just could not find a single freaking set of Blueberries. Now, Lucky Pig is kind of insane, but I'm also thinking about to sell that as mad as it is, so we can go ahead and take ourselves a stamina attack. Genuinely kind of mad. But I am going to be offering up our Gooberts. I do want to keep our Stone Helmet, and I am going to be venturing on with this. But again, we need that Chili Pepper to speed that fella up. We also need our time dilator to actually target items that we do want as well. Blueberries, great and all. Maybe we should have taken out mana orbs, so we should be able to get ourselves more mana stacked up without having to target our blueberries. But that's a lot of heat on us. But our Bloodthorne needs more buffs stacked up. With spikes, the vampirism, for sure. Because we need more than just heat. We are keeping up with this opponent though. And it's looking kind of awesome for us. We're about to get our 60 heat. Once we get to a certain amount of heats, that was insane timing. Well, actually, no. It's a Dark Lantern for you. They do get that invincibility once we did trigger heat, but not bad. Now, come on, give us something amazing potentially, hopefully. Lightsaber. Really should have went for Burning Banner. Now, the choice is going to be between Time Melting and Full Body Protection. And I think I'm going to take Time Melting because we already got our Stone Helmet. It's going to give us 5 heat off the rib. We're definitely going to be taking it. Now, we could switch up from our Bloodthorne and go for a Prismatic Sword because with our Cthulhu, it's going to literally be all food dark items. All our food items are dark items. I would just take it and go for super fast Bloodthorne with Eternal Vampirism. You know what? I'm still going to take this. We get a mana off the rib. We could take another set of blueberries, which I'm not interested in. We could take the dragon for more heat off the rib. Honestly, I'm kind of down for that actually. Let's get more and more heats. Kind of what we want. Now, the only problem is our Stable Recombobulator is going to be getting rid of small items, which is also not fantastic. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad for us. With a Prismatic Orb, with a Time Dilator is definitely going to be targeting this. Increasing the speed of this is going to be insane for us because it gives us tons of skilling buffs, which should be fantastic because it gives us regen, it gives us more vampirism, it gives us spikes, it increases our Bloodthorne by an insane amount. And it is triggered every 2.5 seconds. A Prismatic Orb triggered every 2 seconds. It is kind of nutty. We've got ourselves a rope, so we can trigger it even faster if we want to. If it was twins, we could have went for Dragonite, which would have been crazy as well. But let's take all this. There's no real way I can actually add in a rope just yet. And I kind of want to get rid of our Divine Pot. So I'm still going to roll on with this. Divine Pot with a flame. And we do start off with 15 heats. Now once we get to 40 heats, we get a crazy amount of regen for our Bloodthorne. And the more eggs we do stack in, the better actually, because we just want to speed up this Prismatic Orb as fast as possible, because getting all those buffs is going to be insane. And we got a regen, so our Bloodthorne is going to have infinite scaling for now. Definitely so, with the help of our Friendly Fire, we deal massive damage also. Now we got our Chili Pepper. We should be able to start off with some mana from a Prismatic Orb, which should be kind of nice actually. Is there anything else we really want? Gloves, we could take a Paradise Burb, but I'm not sure if I do want that either. It would duplicate a lot of our buffs, so maybe, potentially that would be smashing. I think I'm just going to take a little bit of Red Ruby action. Another helmet I do want to grab really, really badly, so we're going to sell it for like Garrick. We'll go ahead and take it. I'm also contemplating getting rid of a strong Hellpot, even though it would give us a bunch of vampirism for, or a bunch of regen for our Bloodthorne. I'm also going to sell some flames with this gemstone, so we can go ahead and take this fanny back also. Now I'm also contemplating on what we should use this for. Maybe in this spot. Now I am a little bit cracked because I do kind of only want to be offering up with Fraudulent Sapphire. That's the problem with our Stable Recombobulator. Once I get some build identity, I don't go for the items like this that are on sale anymore. Even though we do got an insane amount of lives. If you want to craft up some red rubies, increase your healing efficiency, I think it's going to be phenomenal for us. We're just going to have a rope target a Cthulhu, so that's sped up again even more, which will give us heat instead of our mana. And that's exactly what we want. Every time this does activate, every 1 second, gain 1 heat. And also cleanse those debuffs. So we should be able to stack up our heat even faster. Potentially. The only problem is our mana is going to be a bit of an issue, but with our Prismatic Orb, yeah, it's not looking too bad. Now, our opponent does have a chance to stun us, stopping us from actually hitting, stopping us from lifestealing, but it's not going to matter too much. Hell yeah! Now, maybe we should take our points in a run, because we only have a 35 DPS, which is not too crazy. But opponent did have some damage reduction with the helmet, with the dragon skill armor. They did stun us a little bit. In terms of heals, we do have 40 heal per second, which is not too bad, with not a whole lot of max life gains and not a whole lot of block. But I'm going to chance it. I'm going to chance it, and we've got ourselves a Hog Rune of all things. Now, I do want to craft up a Cap Discomforts, so I'm going to take it, but I'm going to roll, and that is a bunch of Vampiricness. It's also another Chili Pepper. Do we really want to be going for in the same amount of Chili Peppers? Probably not. But I do want to grab this though, and craft this fellow up. And every red gemstone I want to keep crafting up like crazy too. And the Hulk rune does give us 12% crit chance. It also inflicts a turbo amount of blind. Is one little Hulk rune going to be good enough? I'm also going to take this little red ruby and I'm going to start crafting up these gemstones. Because the more healing we do get on our stuff is going to be better. And a bloody amulet, we're going to increase our vampirism from the get-go. So our Bloodthorne should be able to deal more and more damage. Now that's a lot of debuffs on us. With that dark saber, it's going to be tough to cleanse with that corrupted armor. I have reduced your healing by insane amounts. We could be in trouble. Now, we are inflicting our own little bit of blinds, but it's not going to be too insane by any means. And they are going to be, honestly, this is countering us. Because it is putting that blind back on ourselves. Unfortunately, we kind of blinded ourselves a little bit. But we did get our 60 heats, dealt massive damage. And Cthulhu is putting in a lot of work for us. But is it really going to be enough? Definitely not. We do want to fall short once again. We got ourselves a cupcake, which I'm down for sure, because that's going to be more mana off the rib. It's going to stack up our heat a little bit more. We take that too. We craft that up. This can literally go, but it does give us more random buffs. We could take the banana for our stamina, but it will slow down our heat just a little bit. Honestly, it might be worth it. Hulk rune, we could genuinely get rid of. No, we'll take a fanny back, and I'm going to speed up both these items because they're already fast. But getting them going a little bit faster could be insanely more fun. Well, actually, it's 10% faster, so this is going to be like 0.9. It's not going to be too insane either. Now, we'll be getting rid of this amulet. There's more I do want to get rid of, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to really actually get rid of it. Stack up all this heat for ourselves, and we just get going once again. Now, the thing is, Time Dilator is going to be kind of split between our Prismatic Orb along with the Cupcake. It's going to target a Prismatic Orb eventually, or most of all, and then move over to our Cupcake. But stacking up our heats, not going to be too mad about it, because getting all that is going to be phenomenal. Getting our Cupcake going faster, which is more heals. We get all our heat stacked up. They did get that invincibility, which is a bit of a problem for us. But this Bloodthorne should be able to deal more and more damage, since we got a ton more vampirism, a lot more spikes, and it is going to have 123 DPS. Not bad. Smashing even. Now what have we got for us? Okay, big red ruby. We're getting a perfect ruby, which is insane. And we could also go Maneki Neku, speeding up our Bloodthorne even more. And also speed, yeah, I'm going to take that. That's going to be too good not to take. Stamina Sack, I do kind of want to grab too though. I'm also going to sell 2 flames, and I'm going to take another Stamina Sack. I'm also going to sell this gemstone just to keep rolling, and that is a Prismatic Orb on sale. And you know what? I'm pretty much going to sell all our gemstones for it. With a blue base, sell pretty much everything, and do we want to slot this in instead? I think so. The thing is, I really do want to craft up this helmet, and we cannot really craft it up if you go this way, but we should have infinite mana, infinite vampirism, so I think for this rounds, we're going to have to keep it this way. Just so we can get this crafted up into a big, perfect ruby. Grab this as well, so we can offer that up too, and let's get going. Crafting up even more red rubies. Now this is a huge way we're going to lose, because cold stacking, we do need to counter it with our heats, and with our chili pepper along with Cthulhu, we can actually cleanse a lot of it. Potentially, hopefully at least. And with our heats, we kind of counteract it a little bit, since we're going to be going faster either way, but that's an insane amount of block on our opponents. And yeah, they could be getting lots and lots of damage. Now, they could have had their Dragon beside their Burning Blade for even more damage, but we're after dealing insane amounts of damage. And hell yeah, smashing even. Let's see what we got from this. Okay, Breaking Owl. Do we even want the Owl? I mean, it would duplicate a lot of our buffs. It could be kind of insane. Let's grab you. Lifesteal is kind of insane as well. Well, let's take our life storage. Pineapple. You know what? Maybe do want a pineapple too, but we are feeding in a lot of items that I didn't really want to be going too much for. Because it's great and all, but we do want our Time Dilator to be targeting specific items. But we're kind of diluting that pool with more Prismatic Orbs. So, really is a pineapple going to be too bad, especially when we're going to be going turbo heat stacking? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm going to sell 2 flames. I'm going to take it. Now, the only thing is, we are going to lose a little bit of mana with a Prismatic Orb by placing our Cupcake over, but I do want that to stack up that heat for us. And we could have also switched our Cupcake over to Cthulhu. I think I'm still going to keep it this way. Get a tiny bit of lifesteal, offering up this Wands along with our Stable Recon Boblader, or along with our Lifesteal. And yeah, let's get going once again. Now, this is where things could get dicey, because this is going to be infinite poison on us. And these are scary, because they're going to do massive explosion to us. And this is where things could get dicey. We don't really have Scaling Max Life. If we had Scaling Max Life, this wouldn't be as scary. And that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. There's one big explosion and we are turned to soup. However, we got crits. Crits is actually insane. So yeah, we really do want to craft up a red collar because that's going to be infinite lifesteal. Literally the most insane thing we could have gotten. The problem is Maneki Neku is going to be in a terrible spot after that. But I'm going to take the unstable recombobulator. Just let that recombobulate itself. I'm going to roll. I'm going to keep rolling. We could also speed up Our Bloodthorne as well. Maybe we should be taking this too. Now this could also be great because it would use our mana to give us invincibility, which with our time melting could also be awesome as well. Since we're going to be starting off with lots of mana, it would pretty much negate our helmets, so not sure I do want it. Now we could also went for Draconic Orb, go for Obsidian Dragon, and maybe that's still going to be our best play. Yeah, I'm going to take Obsidian Dragon. I was going to sell a stone. I'm going to take a little bit more storage, so we start off with a little bit more block 2. And let's get going. Now crits is going to be insane. Definitely so. We already start off with 15 heat, so we're going to get crits from the get-go. From a Draconic Orb. But we should be able to stack our heat insanely fast and just have infinite regen for ourselves. And we've got a 60 heat doing 200 damage with a friendly fire since we got crazy luck. And it's not going to be close. This luck, this crits is too good. And with that, we've got ourselves an Elfin Rune for more max life if we want to. But right now, our Obsidian Dragon does need to sit in here. Now I'm just trying to debate on where we put our Outspirit Companion because we still want our crits with a red collar. We could have him in here, which I do kind of want to move this up because we get a little bit more benefits from having this up. Now I'm going to take the eye lamp since it is on sale. I'm going to keep rolling. Help what we could take since it is on sale as well. Keep going, and we could take the Glowing Crown. I'm going to sell the broom or whatsoever. But maybe move this in here, and this could potentially be better for us. We sell this, and we just take the Glowing Crown. I think so. It kind of negates the effect of our helmets. So they kind of went to eye lamp, but at the same time, I'm not sure how we're going to fit that in. I'm going to sell a stone, I'm going to take the flame, I'm going to sell some of these gemstones that can reduce that healing even further. Although we do kind of want to increase our own heals. We sell this to keep rolling, and that is way more healing reduction if we want to. But again, we kind of just want to go for a bunch of healing for ourselves. More so than anything. We sell you to keep rolling then. Another Dragon Egg for 4 more heats. It's going to be kind of nice because we did lose a lot of heats from our Obsidian Dragon. Now if we had False Life, our build would have been kind of nasty as well. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be it. I don't think I necessarily really want the eye lamp. I'm still going to roll though. Now this could be insane instead of our pineapple, because we're kind of lacking a little bit on our prismatic orb up top. Now we could also be stunned opponents with the Elfin Rune, and maybe we should actually. But 50 max life is 50 max life, giving us more time to get off the ground running. But I'm still going to roll. Lightsaber, another chili pepper could be kind of smashing. We could take the fanny pack, but yeah, this is going to be it. From a Cthulhu to a Chili Goobers to Stable Recombobulator to Time Dilator to an Obsidian Dragon with a 1000 degree Bloodthorne. Is it going to be good enough though? We are going to be facing an Excalibur with mana thirst. They're going to be going for infinite, well, mana buffs by the looks of it. But they don't have a prismatic orb. That's going to be great for us. Actually, to going for a power stack by the looks of it. This is what scares me though, this Doom Cap. Reducing our healing by insane amounts, which is why I did want all this healing. So we need to beat down our opponent before that becomes an issue. Now they are scaling up in insane amounts of mana, which means they're going to be going for power with their wands. However, can we beat them down with our crits? We should have 60% crit chance, as well as our friendly fire having 60% crit chance, and it's not looking close whatsoever. Although our healing is drastically reducing, but that's, you seen that finish? 200 damage, friendly fire with a big old crit. Hell yeah. And again, Stable Recombobulator being smashing. The other thing is we don't use it too properly either. We get build identity and then it kind of falls off. That's the way I use it anyway. But we do end up with 110 DPS being our Bloodthorne, Obsidian Dragon, friendly fire as well. In terms of heals, we did manage about 88 healing per second, 94 healing per second. So genuinely, a pretty darn good build with 100 max life gains as well. In terms of block, yeah, not a whole lot of block. But we just have 3 lives left. How much rank points are we going to get from this? Plus 10 are ranking us up quite a bit actually. Not bad. But I am going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to look out for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back to some round 18 fights, and we're going to see how we can deal with some underbuilds. Now, Frostbite double rainbow, lifesteal for days with a big perfect ruby inside their frostbite. Now they could have actually increased their own healing by an insane amount by having that ruby inside their armor, but yeah, that's going to give us the advantage for sure. Although they're dealing some big damage as well, but so do we. And can we deal with Burning Blade Dragons? They're going to dodge some attacks with the wing boots, so I'm glad we got a little Obsidian Dragon in with our Bloodthorne. But we'll see if we're going to be able to keep up. Now, honestly, starting off with less heats for this Obsidian Dragon really kind of slowed down our heat generation by quite a bit. There's a lot of Bison stacked up on us. We're getting our heat stacked up. We should have our regen as well. And smashing. Now, can we deal with a Serpent Staff, Death Sight, Poison Goober type situation? And they don't get as much max life from the snake as possible. But they're going to be inflicting a turbo amount of poison on us, which could be a bit of an issue for sure, but is it really going to matter too much? Maybe not, because we got tons and tons of heats and smashers.